Hi there, and welcome to She Spice. So when DMX died on April 9, 2021, the web all in all grieved the departure of a genuine hit bounce legend who had made a permanent imprint on the East Coast rap scene, despite how as the news spread it seemed like there may be more going on than what at first met the eye. While reports referred to a prompted cardiovascular failure as the reason for death tales started twirling pointing fingers at, in all honesty, the notorious music tycoon Jay-Z currently we should dig a little more profound it's an obvious fact that DMX battled with enslavement, with purportedly assuming a critical part in his declining well-being. Yet in the midst of the babble about his own fights, one more account arose, one that dug into the well-established quarrel among DMX and Jay-Z, two titans of East Coast rap once shared arrangements and visited together as a feature of the Super Gathering during Jay-Z's difficult existence visit. Close by, different heavyweights like J. Rule, Strategy Man, and Redmond. Their cooperation on tracks like Cash H from Jay-Z's Vault 2 Difficult Existence collection shook the business to its core. We have found that conceivably the main visit through the year was the Hard Thump Live visit, yet in the background, their relationship was a long way from agreeable, from their initial days engaging it out in the Bronx to later conflicts filled with self-image. DMX and Jay-Z's cutthroat soul frequently eclipsed their monstrous abilities. Unpleasant Riders, the stalwart amusement organization that once overseen DMX otherwise called Darkman X, shed light on this dynamic during a real extended interview on the Morning Meal Club on Influence 105. One WD and Siobhan senior member of Harsh Riders didn't keep down recognizing the well-established contest between the two craftsmen as a significant obstruction to coordinated effort, particularly when Jay-Z accepted the reins as leader of DJM in 2004. Recall that unbelievable pool corridor rap fight in the Bronx, where Jay-Z and DMX broadly got down to business in the mid-90s. Well, as per Unpleasant Essayist, despite the fact that they called it a tie, the strain waited long after the rhymes wet. Respit, we called it even on the grounds that the two of them were dopex. Felt like he took it, Akert figured he did as such. There was consistently this enmity in the air. Harsh Riders spilled in their meeting, and as per D, that fight made things a smidgen abnormal once Jay-Z accepted the enormous seat. As president to DMX, he was like, I won't, I'm superior to you, D said so. When H turned out to be president at DJM, he felt like he needed to pay all due respects to him, and X could have done without that. He felt some sort of way about H directing his future, and they didn't fight. It was, we called it a draw, since the two of them was great. So we said, okay, it's a draw. X felt like he won. HG feel like he lined, so it was an enmity. They are generally a verbal, yet it was simply to him like I won. I am superior to you. So when H ended up a president at Def Jam, he felt that he had the response to him, Xing like that quick forward a little, and DMX ultimately edways with the Jam, selecting to ink an era arrangement with Columbia Records in 2006. Now raps are basically as normal as tennis shoes in the hip bounce world, yet the possibility of Jay-Z contributing to DMX's destruction probably won't be as fantastical as it appears to be after this isn't the initial time all has been blamed for playing filthy for his own benefit. Trust Panther Rye, she's been dropping truth bombs for quite a long time. In one meeting, she reviewed her most memorable experience with Jay-Z back when he was simply one more eager MC, attempting to make it in New York. Evidently he was moving with Huge L, who was nearly exploding. However, at that point, unexpectedly large L star blurred, and Jay-Z's rose to conspicuousness. Occurrence Puma has to strongly disagree. He appeared as that was with enormous L. Large L was who placed Jay-Z on, and afterward, Large L kicked the bucket, and afterward, the before you know it, Jay-Z, and afterward, there's that entire adventure with famous Enormous and Tupac. Recall when Jay-Z was cozying up to Biggie and Diddy, fabricating a strong compatibility well after Biggie and Pac's unfortunate passing. Everything transformed into a confrontation between Jay-Z and Lil Nas, with Jay apparently proving to be the best. Panther raises an admirable sentiment. How frequently could one individual, at any point, luck out before you begin scratching your head and considering what's truly happening? Big Deal kicked the bucket. Tupac passed on. There was the battle between who was the top rapper now, Nas and Jay-Z, and afterward, the before you know it, Nas has a mental meltdown. Assuming that you're a mostly savvy individual, when do you begin addressing how fortunate some continue to get additionally? There's the rapper Coolio. Keep going. Year on an irregular Wednesday, Coolio died at a companion's place in law. He went to the washroom, and when his companion looked at and he found Coolio cold on the floor. Paramedics affirmed he didn't make it now for a really long time. The subtleties of Coolio's demise were a secret group, thought a hard thing given his well-being fights. Yet a few people, including Keogh's group and family, realized he had some medical problems, yet others began pointing fingers at Jay-Z about why he did interviews, indicating he could spill some industry tea. Uncovering obscure people individuals thought Jay needed to quiet him before he let the cat out of the bag, later specialists. S said Coolio had undiscovered heart issues, prompting his passing, yet that didn't stop the murmurs regarding Jay-Z being involved, now separated from the entire connivance gap, about Jay-Z purportedly being engaged with K-phrasing individuals. There's additionally discussed him moving with some unacceptable group. Take a gander at his friends, like Diddy and R. Kelly. A few people even say that Jay-Z's done a few things that make Diddy and R. Kelly seem to be holy people in correlation. Yet here's the contort: while he could have a few sketchy partners, Jay-Z has that secret weapon as his better half's great P. It resembles he's remaining unnoticed just by being casual and unobtrusively limiting any association with his buddies when they end up in steaming hot water. So some time ago, Jay wasn't precisely a mind-blowing phenomenon story, like a portion of his pals in the music business. In the meantime, R. Kelly was at that point a major name in the R&B scene, and Diddy was causing disturbances in the record. In the end, their paths crossed, and Jay wound up teaming up with the two of them on different undertakings. Now, Jay and R. Kelly were tight both inside and outside the studio. They hit up similar gatherings, shopped at similar spots, and, surprisingly, shared a couple of heartfelt interests. Yet here's where things get tacky, since R. Kelly's been called out for being a wet blanket. People are beginning to contemplate whether Jay could have been in on it too. There's discussion drifting around that Jay wasn't choosing not to see R. Kelly's tricks. Certain individuals are conjecturing he was not too far off in the blend, perhaps reassuring and concealing for him. Take Aaliyah, for instance. R. Kelly probably wed her when she was only 15. Definitely. That is a significant no on the grounds that, lawfully, she was unable to sign any records for herself and required a parent or gatekeeper for that. Yet R. Kelly figured out how to make some things happen and got desk work that said Aaliyah was 18 and cool to agree to marriage. Reality emerges and transforms R. Kelly, very much into his 20s at the time, had fashioned records to wed a kid. The marriage got annulled, yet Hollywood has a few truly wrecked dealings, doesn't it? Here's the insane part. Some way or another, the fella figured out how to stay away from jail. I realize it seems like 1,000 regulations got broken right, yet you know how it goes in Hollywood. On the off chance that you have sufficient cash and impact, you can cause things to vanish and pull off a wide range of stuff now. Jay-Z didn't drop R. Kelly or even stay away. They proceeded to drop a joint collection and, surprisingly, hit the road together on Visit. Panther Wright told in and thought it was a wide range of peculiar and couldn't sort out how Jay-Z was cool with engaging with R. Kelly. I mean, thinking back, Jay-Z appeared to be thoroughly fine with R. Kelly being a minor in any event. Wedding her makes you question his ethics, right? As a matter of fact, back in 2002, Nas dropped the clue that Jay-Z was hip to what he was doing with underage young ladies, including Aaliyah. He let the cat out of the bag to listen to Wendy Williams on the radio. When a tape of R. Kelly with a more youthful young lady surfaced, he said, "I might have shown the R. Kelly video that everyone's discussing, ridiculed it, and showed pictures of Jay hanging out. You can't see me." Jay didn't see a 14-year-old young lady come into the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap. You will let me know he didn't see a 14-year-old young lady come into the area. You can't see me. Jaden sees a 14-year-old young lady come in the studio and her off Kelly's dark. You can't see, you need. Let me know that he has never seen it. When R. Kelly got hit with those horrendous charges, Jay-Z attempted to carry on like they were never pals. There were even bits of gossip that Jay-Z had eyes for Aaliyah, and everybody in the business, including her man, Lady Run, had some awareness of it. Lady even let the cat out of the bag to Page 6, saying he attempted his hardest. He said, "I didn't intend to fall head over heels for Aaliyah. She was seriously cool, yet you realize we were both going hard. Everyone was attempting to get to Aaliyah. It was not only Jay, as per Run, he didn't actually know. Jay-Z cared deeply about Aaliyah before he began dating her." He added, "I didn't realize Jay was attempting to holler at her." However, at that point, it happened like that. He was attempting. I was attempting. Everyone was attempting. He was going hard. And now two amigos were engaging it out for a similar young lady, a complete fiasco already in the works. Envy kicked in quick, particularly since Alaya was shuffling dates with the two of them. Yet here's the curve. Alaya began inclining toward woman, and Jay-Z wasn't feeling it now. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.